Good morning. Hey, I got to apologize. This is a subject that I may have covered recently, and I'm sorry. You know what? I create so much content and so much of my day. I sit here with my microphone that I record into, and I use the home version of Siri, I guess, the company Nuance that makes Siri also makes Dragon Dictate. So I will sit here and I will kick out my column for printing impressions and my blog and my sales tip and everything else. And I write down, I'll have a conversation with someone. I'll think to myself, ooh, that's a really good subject. I'll write that down. And the stuff that's got a lot of meat to it, that becomes a column. The things that I think I can put some energy into, that becomes a tip. Things that I can just kind of cover in 250 words, that becomes a blog. So of all the stuff that I cover, I have these notes. And I've got notes all over my desk. I've got notes in my car. I've got notes beside my bed. I don't have any note paper in my motorcycle for obvious reasons, but I got Bluetooth on my helmet. I can record, and I'll develop some of this stuff, and some of it I won't. So I'm sorry if I covered this, but I know I covered the job titles. I said that my job title had the word consultant in it, and I don't like that because, that was kind of like, do you work for that company full time or don't you? And then I became partner, and then sales coach, and blah blah blah. This has to do with business card. So when I printed up my new business cards, I'm leaving the association, going back to Aspire 4. When I printed up my new business cards, I thought to myself, what do I want from this card? Now, back in the old days, it was very simple. We used to have just our name, our job title, our company logo, and then our address, phone number. That's it. That's all we needed. And then came the fax machines, back when they were called telecopiers. That's how long ago I started working in sales. It's 82. Then they became fax machines, and they became a big deal. So you got to put your fax number here, and then you had an email, and then you had a mobile phone, and then you had a web address, and the cards just got smaller and smaller and smaller. But over the years, I've discovered a few things about business cards and what I really want from them. In general, you think about this as a sales tool. In general, what I'm looking for is to get into a conversation. That's really what I want. As a sales trainer, I want to be able to say to my customers and prospects, I know what your problems are. I know because I've solved them for somebody else. So all the content that I put out there gets back to that phrase. I want to get into the conversation about your sales needs. You want to get into the conversation that says, here are my problems. That can be partially done through this business card. This should be designed to start a conversation. You should have something on here which generates the phrase, what does that mean? That's really what you want. You want to get someone to say, what does that mean? So I used to have, for example, bottom of my business card years ago, it used to say, a good vendor is as important as a good customer. And people look at that and say, well, what does that mean? And I'd say, well, that means that I'm a very good asset to your company, and we can help you to grow. If I was in print sales, I would write, I think what is the essence of the job, which is we help our customers to find their customers. Again, that's a terrific thing to put on a card because it generates the comment, what does that mean? I think I'm going to redo this. I'm going to redo my logo. I got a little victory guy there, which I really like, but I'm going to redo the logo. This was really just for print, for temporary. And by the way, I did not get 5 quotes on that. My friend Chris and client from Concord, Massachusetts did the job for me. Thank you, Chris. I told him I'd give him a plug. And in any event, I want to put something on there for my favorite quote, which comes from the movie A League of Their Own, which I think defines sales. It says it's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great. And I'm hoping that someone would say, what does that mean? So really what you're looking for is to understand this is a selling tool. If it's not interesting, it's not going to hurt you. But if it's not interesting, it could be helping you. Put some thought into what you could put on this, what mantra, what saying, what picture, something that really gets to the core of what you do. Don't get smarmy, don't get corny or anything, but just recognize the fact that, print is not dead. This is an opportunity, and it's an opportunity for you to prove that print is not dead. This is a conversation starter. It's a lead generator. It's a lead closer. It's a brand builder. It's also my new company.